All right, we're live. Just 6 minutes ahead of, or before the show, the pre-show starts at the very least. How's everyone doing this morning? It's a hell of a day. Hey there, everybody. Oh, originally I was gonna do some pre-show game. I was gonna just play some Halo MCC, and I don't know, but so I wasn't all that interested in the pre-show. But now I'm kind of curious. I've heard rumors that they might be teasing what they're gonna be showing. So maybe maybe it's worthwhile to drop in on the pre-show. I don't know. So we're gonna give this a go and see what's what. It's 1 in the morning here. I commend your dedication, man. Wart. Hello, hello. The king has arrived. Why, thank you. It's the guy. Oh my God. Tell him to make it count. Amen. Uh, where's the viewing party? The link? I mean, you can go to the Xbox YouTube page. That's actually what I got pulled up over here because it's easiest. 2 a.m. in Australia. Ugh. Havoc engine equals six. Well, Havoc is a physics engine, but yeah, it definitely uses the. I'm sure Infinite's going to use the Havoc engine. I don't think that's going to change. The only Halo game that ever didn't was Halo 1, if I recall. Live from Wisconsin, it's Halo Canon. I'm not in Wisconsin. Close though. It's like 4 a.m. here. I didn't go to bed. Ugh. I had to go to bed, man. It was tough, but I had to go to bed. I'm gonna be up for probably the next 48 hours on and off. So yeah. Feet pics, no. Oh God. Even if you're like a hardcore Quentin Tarantino type, you do not want to see my feet. Not because I don't have a good hygiene, just they're not good looking feet. Or not because I don't have good hygiene. I keep myself very hygienic. Cortana better be looking sexy in this game. Were you in Hidden Experience chat? Because somebody said the exact same thing, I swear. Are you nervous or excited for the reveal? Very much both. Anxious is the word I'm going to go with, because anxious can be both good and bad. Um, I mean, man, there is a lot of stuff to love that going into this. I'm very curious about a lot of stuff, but I've made my concerns pretty well known at this point. Do you have feet? No, I'm like a Rob Liefeld art piece. I don't have feet. I hope I got that name right. Uh, Obviously, throughout this, let me know if my mic's too loud, if the background audio is too loud or too quiet. Any of that. Want to make this an ideal experience for y'all. I prefer to call this Halo 6. Halo Canon has no legs. He's PewDiePie. Come on, Banished. I mean, the Banished are going to be in there, so I'll be interested to see if Hyperius is shown at all. I mean, he's right on the cover in Chief's visor that we got teased yesterday, so I'm hoping. Audio's good at the moment, but we'll have to see when the show starts exactly. Playable brutes would be sick, depending on the context. I would agree. Like if there's some kind of either Warzone or Invasion style thing, and you could have like different teams with different species, that'd be pretty cool. I think. Havoc engine check, open world check, story being redeemed check. The time is now. Fingers crossed, man. Especially that last one. I'm really concerned. Like the story is where my real concerns lie because, like, what am I? Oh yeah, I muted it because there's background music. Might as well turn it on. It's a little more interesting than just hearing me. Everybody call everybody Halo Canon is on the air. Oh, thank you. Playable elites and playable brutes would be cool. Absolutely. Where was that going though? I don't know. I had something. Chief has a grappling hook. Yeah, it legit looks like he's got a grappling hook. See, I might be able to. I'm gonna try to pull that up before we start here. Sounds like something's about to start, but we'll see. Okay. Now that we're 2 minutes out. Okay, so while we're doing that, let me pull up that recent Chief image. Here we go. But yeah, if you look, like, there's been a lot of debate about what this is. Okay, it's just more of the same. Been a lot of debate about what this is, but I mean that looks like a grappler. Like that is definitely. Like, you can see here, it's got mechanics that you would think would like pull it back. That's definitely like something that would you'd shoot out and it would stick into things. I'd actually think it'd be really cool, like straight out of Red versus Blues, if you could like hook onto weapons and bring them over to you, hook onto grenades and bring them over to you. That'd be really cool. It could be the weapon fired in the comic. Yeah, it could be, but it literally has like retractable things. It'd be cool, like if it is a grappling. It would be cool if you could shoot it, and it would like do damage and stuff. Like use it almost like the hunter knife in Destiny, except you could recall it. I know there's a version where you can like throw the knife and you can actually go pick it up once you do. But anyway, classic fans crying right now. I don't think so. I'm a classic fan. So. People are open. Like the idea is because this is the first time we've seen the grapple on there, so it might be a piece of equipment that you pick up. And I would love if 343 did this, because there have been rumors and leaks that this might be the case. The way equipment works in campaign will be different from how it works in the multiplayer. Speaking of which, I hope we get at least a multiplayer tease. What I would really like to see is straight after this, like, or right as the announcement's over, it's like multiplayer beta coming Friday or something like that. Okay, it looks like we're formally starting here. Play the future. I want it, man. I want to play. I want to play. I'm ready.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my God! It's the face of Jeff Keighley.
Welcome to this special Xbox game showcase and our pre-show here, leading up to the big main showcase that happens in 1 hour at the top of the next hour. Welcome to YouTube Gaming and our exclusive coverage. This obviously is
first game was Halo 3. Yep. Turn it up, okay.
Normally every year I love getting together with everyone around the world to watch all the E3 events.
Hopefully that should be better. Let me know if you want me to turn it up louder.
The world's at, we're doing things virtually. Before we get into this, I certainly want to acknowledge everything that is still happening around the world with the COVID pandemic, and certainly hope everyone is safe and feeling okay today and excited about video games, which I think have been a source of comfort for many of us in 2020. So today
How about now,
is
guys?
really
How's
about
the audio at this point?
Celebrating games and the future of games and where games are going in the future. You know, this is still a big year for games, and the new consoles are launching. And today is all about Xbox and the Xbox Series X, which is coming out this holiday season. Although today is less about hardware and is going to be more about the games. And in our pre-show, we've got a lot of great guests joining us to preview what we expect from Xbox. And we also have some world premieres and some great new game stuff to show you guys as well. The Xbox story for Series X, of course, started last year at the Game Awards when we revealed the Xbox Series X hardware on stage. I certainly miss memories of thousands of people together and the excitement of shocking the world with that announcement last year. That was such a special moment that no one had any clue it was about to happen, and we revealed the hardware there. But of course, everyone wants to know
also,
about the games that are going to run on the system. And today is all about a game that was sort of mentioned in that teaser, Halo. Halo Infinite.
We go. Halo.
We're going to get a first look at the gameplay of the campaign of Halo Infinite in the Xbox Game Showcase. That's something that we're all very excited to see. I'm sure we'll be talking about that a lot over the next hour. And Xbox has already said we're not going to hear a lot about hardware today. We don't expect to hear the release date for Series X. We don't expect to hear about pricing. It really is going to be a showcase all about games and focused a lot more on their first-party studios, meaning games that are coming exclusively to the Xbox ecosystem, which of course includes Game Pass and PC and even xCloud. There's a lot to talk about, kind of what Xbox is doing with gaming and their approach.
Smaller in the top
right. We've got some world premieres for you, and we've got a lot of guests. So let's get ready for the countdown here. Better? 58 minutes away from the show. Before we get to our first world premiere, though, I want to welcome some panelists to talk about what we're expecting today from Xbox. So first up, joining me is my good buddy Jack Septiceye. Jack, welcome to the show.
Hi, it's good to be here. Right. Thankfully, it's a reasonable hour
early in the morning in Los Angeles. We're not dealing with We've also got Lauren Side here. Lauren, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to see you as well. And finally, we've got a guy who got to go up to Microsoft and check out the Xbox Series X hardware before lockdown. Austin Evans. Austin, good to have you with us, man.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, great to have all you guys here. So let's kick things off here by talking about what you want to see from Xbox today. They had an event back in May that people wanted to see even more from. They wanted to see, more gameplay, more games. They wanted to see Halo. They're going to deliver that today. What are your expectations as fans of games? What do you want to see at the top of the hour from Xbox? Let's start with you, Jack.
Well, I mean, the big elephant in the room, the big chief elephant in the room is everyone just wants to see Halo Infinite. And I'm really curious because I'm not the biggest Halo fan, but this one has kind of gotten me intrigued and excited. So I'm curious to see about that. I want to see more Hellblade 2 if we're going to get some of that, because when we saw that trailer at the Game Awards and we were sitting in that theater,
I meant to play
that music kicked in and rocked everyone's socks. I was really impressed with that and seeing what the hardware could kind of do in engine there. I'm a sucker for FromSoft games. My heart's going to be broken when we don't see Elden Ring today, but it's been so long since it was announced. I need to see it somewhere and see that it still exists. And as long as I get a good world premiere, I'll be happy.
Oh, wait. We got the world premiere voice guy actually doing the voice here when we come to our first
one. Great Destiny, man.
I'm here to take care of you. But yes, as you said, everyone would love to see Elden Ring. Everyone would love to see new game announcements too.
There's a lot of talent at Bungie.
You mentioned Halo. Lauren, is that the big thing for you? Like seeing Halo? What are you excited to see?
Well, let's just say I don't play.
I feel like Halo was like my first introduction into first-person shooter games, and why I should not play them because I'm horrible at them. But that was like my first. It holds a special place in my heart because that was the first time realizing I was terrible at them. I'm really excited. I'm big into psychological horror games.
You don't want me to talk, I don't know
so the
why
medium, I
you're in this
really want to see more about. I want to see gameplay. They haven't told us a whole lot about it.
They're just talking about what they expect at this point. I mean, it's not all that interesting.
Silent Hill music, everything. And Everwild is the other one I'm really interested for, to see more about, because both of those are kind of a mystery. I haven't seen much on them.
Oh, that's great, because as you said, there are lots of other games across the studios. Everwild that
turn it up. That should be
last year at Exo from Rare.
A lot better.
Really interesting. I agree. Hopefully we'll get to see something on that. Tim Schafer's got Psychonauts that they acquired that studio. Hopefully there'll be an update on that one. And they said Microsoft's got so many studios, so many games.
Destiny has full control of Destiny now, so maybe D3 will be.
I think we'll get
different.
Hopefully some new game announcements and also some updates on those existing.
I don't think there's going to be a Destiny 3. I think
you were one of the
few
Destiny
people 2, like they should have done with Destiny 1.
But got to check out.
I mean, a lot of the bad ideas for Destiny came from Bungie, so I'm not exactly
hardware and everything like that. So you have a really interesting perspective on this. What do you want to see at Xbox today?
They were coming in louder now, or do you want?
I love the nerdy details, right? I want to see
your audio is better now. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure of.
HDR and all.
So hopefully we can get this all figured out before the actual thing starts.
What this next generation is able to do as far as pushing the envelope forward, right? I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be all over Halo. I really want to see what they're able to do, especially considering that that's going to be a game that will be on Xbox One and sort of assuming PC and Series X, and kind of seeing how they're able to stretch that. And I'm definitely a huge fan of the Forza franchise, right? I mean, that's sort of been really...
We're not for the Dorito Pope and crew.
I have definitely spent more time playing for the Forza games as well as the Horizon games more than anything else, right? So that's definitely has like a special place.
The only reason I'm putting up the pre-show is that there's supposedly going to be some stuff to see.
Is getting a really
right now it's all
what this
it's not all that interesting.
Titles look like, right? I mean, obviously we know that.
I don't think y'all have seen the shirt. I could show this off for a bit. Outpost Discovery. Actually, when I went there,
teased for the next maybe year.
Got it branded as you do.
I really want to see a good sense of what the Xbox Series X is.
And it's now my favorite Halo shirt.
Bits and pieces.
Not just also because of the
tech demos. I know
the art is like very 80s inspired.
The basic stuff, but what I really want to do is kind of see how all of that comes together and brings what this
Half-Life 3 announced today, or we riot.
Yeah,
oh man, if only.
It's,
I mean, they did say with the start of Half-Life Alyx that we're going to see a lot more Half-Life content finally.
Microsoft's
I got to play Alyx at some point. I've heard a lot of good things.
Xbox that Phil Spencer has expressed is a little bit different than PlayStation, that they're saying that all these games are going to show you today conceivably will still work on your current Xbox, will work on PC, and they might.
That's something that's going to be interesting.
Better
like
on
how,
the new Xbox, but I'm
how
curious
these
for you guys.
New games are going to work on the older
how
consoles.
Does that affect your sort of decision on what you're going to do with Xbox, like what's going to cause you to want to upgrade to the next system, because it's different. That, you know, Halo, as you said,
I'll tell you guys right now, I'm going to upgrade to the Xbox Series X Day One.
I assume part of what they have to show
I love
today
my
is why it's gonna be
my
even
Xbox
better
One
on the
X,
next
but
one.
yeah, everything's going to be better. It's going to run better at the very least.
Yeah, I think
also,
for me,
what I
like most about the Xbox that kind of sits in my house is like we always get Sony with their exclusives, and I would love to see some really cool exclusives come out of.
Would you like to see the Banished and UNSC become allies?
Honestly, yes. But I love
it's perfect.
The kind of
you have them team up, like initially
the
enemies, but then you team up against Cortana. It'd be perfect.
The speed of the system and kind of sitting down. I use it for everything. I only use my PlayStation for
gaming.
Kobe, I really use my Xbox
if you don't want to hear my audio, then go watch the raw stream. I don't know why you're here if you're not here to hear me talk about this stuff.
My PlayStation couldn't do that. So I'm really curious to see how they evolve kind of the OS of the system.
I have the Dydex hand shirt for
make it snappier
being
and faster,
a Jewel and
and how
Dama
you're
fan.
able to switch between games on the fly, and being able to have all of those old games be playable on the new one. They keep talking about backwards compatibility a lot and how that's a big factor for them. And I'm curious to see how far that goes and how many games you can really play with that and how far they're pushing it.
To each their own. I'm going to get to the game on PC. I'm going to get it on the Series X when that comes out.
And I don't want to buy a new game, but Game Pass is a good way of kind of trying it out and testing it.
If the UNSC are banished ever ally, I feel like it'd be a common enemy side kind of thing, not permanent. Yeah, absolutely, it would be.
xCloud, I think. Is what their trump card will be.
I think Mendicant Bias will be in the game. I don't think he'll be directly in the game, but I really want some stuff hinting at him, at his history, at his
as you said,
presence,
the Game Pass is another big part of it. That, you know, a lot of these games now come out as part of Game Pass. I think Microsoft has said,
Jewel. Hey, Covenant Cannon, how you doing?
Are in Game Pass, and that I think lets people sample more games. Right? It's no longer like you have to spend $60 to play everything.
Didact is dead.
Also,
no, he's not.
The specs
he's
and
literally been put into
the
a
frame
box.
rates and all that type of stuff. You know, you live in the world of tech and, you know, RDNA architectures and whatnot. Like, what do you think? What does that all mean to the gamers? Like, how do you think the games are going to be different? Or what are the things we should look for?
I'm turning down the audio because I just right now I just do not care what they're talking
like,
about.
It's some of the big leaps that we're going to see in some of these games, hopefully.
I don't know.
I think the interesting way of looking at sort of the previous generation, sort of Xbox One, PS4, going into this new generation, is that it's a much more well-rounded package. Right?
There we go. I'm just going to full screen the Halo Infinite art until something interesting happens, because right now it is boring as shit. I would have been better off just playing some Halo 3 this whole time.
It had good graphics, right? It was able
I swear to God, if this is it the entire time, I'm going to be upset. Like for the next hour.
On an original Xbox One.
Did 343 ever end up ending the? Did 343 ever end the Janisky arc? Yes, they did in Halo Escalation. It was very poorly done.
Minute load times, but you know,
playable elites would be nice.
But also you have that really.
Do you think we'll see Colony in game? I don't, because I don't see any reason why all the banished from the Ark would be back in the galaxy just yet. But I don't know. You never know. I would love to see more Colony content. He's got to be the most interesting character in from the banished, short of Atriox himself. And even that is kind of like I'm almost more interested in Colony because Legolo as a species are just so interesting, and then Colony's whole concept is just so cool, man.
On your PC
Hello, Canon. Love your vids. Listen every day. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Palace of Pain. Right. You guys were talking about that. So, you know what? Since I have it up right now, a lot of people have been thinking that this.
Lauren, you get the last word here. Anything you're hoping is a surprise today? You talked about
this thing in the background here to the Chief's right. You can't see it because I'm moving my mouse. A lot of people are thinking that that's the Palace of Pain. It's right by my.
I was looking
right by my camera, the side of my camera here. Wow, it's so weird to do that. A lot of people are thinking that's the Palace of Pain. The Palace of Pain. It's kind of a misnomer because it's not a singular place. It was just this kind of mysterious place that humans got abducted to. But in truth, it was any of the numerous flood research outposts on Installation 07. So could it be? Could this be a Palace of Pain? It could be.
So
no, it's certainly been prominent in a lot of media, but in a lot of the media, like this was even in the Halo Mega Block set. This particular piece of architecture was shown off. So at the very least, it's got to be something very important. But
be a big focus.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've got a lot of.
I hope we go to the 2A Palace of Pain. That would be really cool.
Lauren, Austin, and Jack.
Is something finally happening?
See you guys later. We'll all be watching live. And we do have some special world premieres throughout this show. We've got a number. I think we've got over, a half dozen things.
Because the Janus Key art is finished, can we see characters from Escalation in the future, like Celine
of some stuff that,
I honestly don't care about Celine. I think he was
now,
kind of stupid.
With this world premiere announcement.
Okay, all right. Never mind. Hold on. We got a world premiere. Let's see what's going on. About time. Oh, Square Enix. Oh, what is it? Dragon Quest.
You're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
Know this. The Luminary is the root of all evil and will
it's
bring
Princess Trunks.
to our realm.
That guy is really enjoying it.
To take the sword in hand once more.
Aww. Oh, wow, hello. Those are some good graphics. I'm kidding, of course.
1986年に日
本
本で第一作となるドローンクエストというロールプレイングゲームを発売して今年で34周年を迎えました。今回シリーズ本編最新作のドローンクエスト 11S が Xbox プラットフォームで発売され、さらに
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Never been into Dragon Quest, but I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a chance. I always love the art design since it's Akira Toriyama.
ドローンクエストでは自分自身が主人公になって魅力あふれる仲間と共に世界を救う壮大な冒険の旅に出ます。冒険の舞台はロテゼタシアというさまざまな地形がある広大な世界です。街は武器を買ったりクエストを
I mean, nothing else. It looks like a gorgeous game.
重要な話も聞けるでしょう。
Let me just go smashing some shit around.
モンスターとのバトルでは戦士や魔法使い、盗賊、舞踏家などキャラクター
You
の
kick that thing's ass, you 12-year-old.
戦います。出現するモンスターも可愛いものから恐ろしいものまで多くのモンスターがいます。今戦闘しているスライムは一作目
Oh,
から
what is Akira Toriyama? Akira Toriyama is the creator of Dragon Ball Z, and he does the art direction, or he does the, not the art direction, the character designs for, or at least he did the character designs for the original Dragon Quest. And at the very least, I don't know if he still works on it or not, but the art direction these days still follows his designs. It's going to be another Dragon Quest 9 expansion. I don't know, man. I have no knowledge of Dragon Quest other than it exists and that Akira Toriyama does it. Oh, December 4th. Oh. Dragon Quest 11. Jesus Christ. They're not afraid. They are like right on the coattails of Final Fantasy. It's like, you got 15, but we're catching up. He looked really out of
Dragon Quest coming for the first time to Xbox, and now we're going to get right into another world premiere. This is a brand new game announcement.
What's going on next.
A smaller team and studio that has a new title to announce today on the pre-show, so take a look at this.
All right, what do we got next? I get like serious Crisis vibes from that right now, but oh my god, is this the stream for me or is this just Oh man, it looks pretty cool. No idea what I'm looking at, but it looks cool. Hey, it's Reinhardt. And Silver Surfer. And a Spider Walker. And now Optimus Prime is fighting Megatron. What is going on? Oh hey, it's Dinobot. Or no, it's Megatron from Beast Wars. Exomecha. Imagine if it's Crisis 4. Yeah. Well, hey, at least they got a new
that's
exclusive.
Exomecha, a brand new free-to-play game coming in late 2021, and that's a first look at that. We do have
show counter
more
up there
new games and some cool stuff. We've got something very cool to wrap up the pre-show as our last premiere that I'm really excited to share with you guys.
Halo 3 ODST 2.
At the top of the hour, we're going to get a look at a lot of the first-party games from Microsoft, including the world gameplay debut of Halo Infinite. Right now, though, we're going to turn to our second panel.
That did look absolutely
crazy. We're hoping, all our hopes and dreams
more
for
panels.
Xbox today. Joining me first off is Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps. Aaron, you ready for blanks?
Oh, dude, you're way ahead of me, brother. I was all blinked up, and you just
brought
the heat, man.
You've been waiting all summer for this moment. Will the time sweeper return?
Halo 3 2.
Good to have you with us, Aaron. We got Danny O'Dwyer from
seriously,
No Clip. Hey, Danny,
Halo 3.
Hey,
another
ODST
really game would be awesome.
Aaron to get his blinks.
Okay. I'm turning that down because I don't care about these panels. I don't really care a whole. I'm interested to see what the world premieres are as they happen, just because never know, there might be an interesting game there. Not so far, but that's my prerogative. Halo 3 ODST Helljumpers of Hope 117 edition.
Hey, how you doing?
Halo 3 the sequel. Just not the same without the live audience. Yeah. It's just an unfortunate reality that we live in now. Why they look bored? I think they just look natural. It's when you're just doing things over stream, it's harder to constantly look enthused. The fact that you know Transformers makes me happy, dude. I grew up on more specifically, I grew up on Beast Wars. Unfortunately, we also got Beast Machines. Dude, Beast Wars was the absolute shit. I loved that show. And it holds up incredibly well, at least as far as storytelling. Obviously, the CGI hasn't aged the best, but the storytelling is amazing. The character acting is fantastic. Dude, Rhinox, man. Chief would nail to get off my lawn perfectly. Halo Chief is good and all. There you go. Hi, Halo Canon. Hey there. Han Cholo 3000. I grew up on the movies. I guess you mean Transformers and movies. I enjoy the first two. The first one I really enjoy. The second one's okay. The third was an absolute bastardization of everything I love about Transformers. If you want a good modern Transformers series, though, Transformers Prime. Oh my God. A friend of mine bugged me forever to watch that, and I was, for whatever reason, I was kind of resistant, but then I finally sat down and watched it. Holy shit! Holy shit! It was amazing. Oh, dude, it's got a. Was that a? I think that's a Doomslayer helmet in the back. Anyway.
What Everyone Hopes, which is a big budget Obsidian role-playing game. That's kind of on my top list of.
But yeah, Transformers Prime was amazing. Do you know about the gaming franchise Halo? No, I can't say I've heard of it. I prefer animated, but yeah, Prime is good. I hate animated. If you like it, that's fine. Not gonna. I don't judge people based on their likes as far as media goes, but. Hey, Halo Canon, love your vids. Thank you. Prime was okay. I thought Prime was like the absolute bee's knees, man. Angry Birds Transformers. Oh my God. I'm watching you from a year. Much love from Malaysia. Well, thank you, Azen. I hope I got this right, Azen.
Xbox has done lots of action games, but doing RPG stuff, I think, is an opportunity for them.
And the needle rifle was okay. I wouldn't mind bringing it back. Yeah, it's a cool. It's slightly different. I wish Halo in general would invest more in needle technology because it's a very unique thing. You can do a lot of cool things with it. Says the weeb. I am a weeb. Yeah, unless you're talking about someone else. I have a question. Do you think Chief ever told Miranda about punching her infected father in the face? I think he probably kept that to himself. I would love to see the campaign about Mass Chief. Oh, you already posted that before. Love your videos as well. My favorite Halo channel on YouTube. Thank you, man. By the way, I hope they don't just ignore the Prometheans and Infinite. Me too. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen, there was a leak on 4chan that basically, when they talked about the Prometheans, and the leak talked about the grapple, so there might be some truth to it. But it's a 4chan leak, so take it with as much salt as you need. But that they talked about. What is it? They talked about. Oh my God, where was I going? I completely lost myself. That's how my brain works. It just drops things. Wow. What happened there? What did you think of the Transformers Bumblebee 2018? I loved it, man. That is what I have wanted from a Transformers live-action film for years, just in terms of art direction, storytelling, everything. It was perfect. You're my favorite lore channel to watch, alongside Installation 01. Thank you, McFettel. Installation 01 is absolutely fantastic. I love his content. I'm actually pretty jealous because the guy's able to pump out a ton of really high-quality content. Oh, they're talking about Halo.
Around, Master Chief's return.
Let's see what
seems like a bit of a spiritual reboot in a way of Halo. I mean, we saw the kind of key art, box art yesterday, which is like very reminiscent.
I'm going to keep the volume up in case they talk about something, so y'all.
We know we're going to see the campaign today.
Have you ever watched Clone Wars? Star Wars: The Clone Wars? Yes, I love the Clone Wars.
I
did do it a couple times.
The engine, and then last year
it was like the first time I watched it. Season 1's pretty weak. Season 2 gets better,
or at least rendered in engine.
But getting through Season 1 was a slog, and obviously the movie was terrible. But once it picks it up,
what does Halo have to do
with Season 2?
Obviously a legendary
it just takes
franchise.
Off,
I think
Season
there's
7
a
was
big
amazing.
opportunity here for them, but it's a
favorite clone. I'm gonna be basic and say
Rex.
First-person
action games right now. What do you want to see in a new Halo? What will convince you that Halo's back on top?
More Chief, less Locke. That's my number one.
I think we'll get that.
I think so too. I feel like that's something that they've really focused on, and I know that they got a lot of criticism for the story. And I'm actually, from what I've heard, Halo Infinite's development got pushed a little bit because they reworked the narrative after people were so upset about the Locke focus of the last game. Halo's an interesting one, and then I don't want to
Chicago and didn't know what you looked like yet and saw you. I was also
sort of been with me my whole life.
I was also looking for Hidden Xperia, but he was in the Halo Ring Experience line. Man, that would have been cool to meet you, man. I met a lot of people at Outpost Discovery.
I feel like that's really unlikely, but I want a groundbreaking story. I want something that kicks me in the feels like Reach did or like ODST did. But with the lore and the nerdiness of probably a Halo 2, just as long as Chief's with me the whole way, I'm going to be good, though.
Yes, as you said, a focus on Master Chief. In terms of the style of gameplay, Danny, we see kind of...
Okay, the audio's kind of off. Let me refresh the page.
Of gameplay, Danny, we see kind of first-person games going in different directions, with co-op, with other sort of, aspects to it.
Okay,
the
so that's not just
style
me.
of Halo is something that I think people really like, the skirmishes and whatnot
what is this?
In the gameplay. Do you think, does that still hold up in 2020, or what
Austin McChung, I'm sorry I see this my message.
Demo
I'm sorry, I still didn't see it.
What are you going to be looking for that's going to cue to you?
I hope this...
Halo
is anyone else watching this?
Yeah,
and,
I think that's the big sort of
delay?
question on this. When we first saw Infinite, it was around the time that big sort of shift into games as a service was happening.
Is this happening elsewhere?
Where games like The Division and, Destiny is obviously the sort of most obvious one. We're turning into these platforms that we're getting catered to.
Hold on, guys. It's not showing anything on Twitch. Where else is this?
Along those lines? So I'm really interested to see.
It's the fact that it's the delays. Okay, the delays here too. Good.
Like soft reboot in a way with Halo 3. It's sort of like re-emergence. I feel like it was very much a game that was pushing.
I hope that delay doesn't happen during the main
also
show,
just a lot of interconnectivity with different types of modes and stuff. So it's always been on this sort of bleeding edge of like gameplay design. And the other side of it that I'm really interested in is
not happening on
just
any
how
other
the
channel.
Slipspace engine works, because they...
Why is it happening? Why am I getting a delay then?
This is for new hardware, but I think in the same way, whatever we see from that gameplay is going to give us a real indication of just how good games can look on this system.
And the thing that I really hope is that there's sort of like a dedication to the old style.
I'm sorry that
of Halo, right? Like,
thing happened.
I feel like every
hey,
game
UNSC,
nowadays is
how
like
you doing?
heroes this, heroes that. And I love Overwatch, but if we're playing Halo, I want to go back to Deathmatch. I want to go back to Capture the Flag, King of the Hill. Like, I'm way into that kind of gameplay. So if they can like modernize that and make it still have that sort of
Weird question.
You know,
were
like
you
it feels
David,
new. It doesn't feel like
were
they're
you
just
David Path back on
re-releasing
Waypoint
Halo
back
or
in
like Unreal
No,
Tournament
I was
or
not
something.
David Path. I remember that name
That's what
though.
I'm looking forward to.
I've always been
what can
Tone
they do
Freak
with
though.
multiplayer?
I'll take a re-release of Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, I did like Halo 5 multiplayer. I was actually okay with that. I am just more scared about kind of what you said, Danny, that they're going to Destiny-ify the single-player campaign, which is a very profitable thing to do. So I get why studios want to do that, but I'm scared.
That is
I know you said how
concern.
they blend single and multiplayer, and it sounds like they're talking about campaigns. I don't know if we're even going to get much on the multiplayer, so you said how that's all going to blend together and how they're going to kind of explain what it is, right? And that's part of the thing with these streams sometimes. We see lots of footage, but then we have all these questions afterwards about like, well, what is this? What are we actually seeing? Is that a co-op? Is that single player? So we will have Aaron Greenberg from Xbox is going to join us afterwards to break down some of what we see, and hopefully we'll get some information in the show as well about what they're doing with Halo. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We will all watch everything together here at the top of the hour, and we are about 30 minutes away from the live Xbox game showcase. We don't know where it's going to start or where it's going to end, but the one thing we do know is that Halo Infinite is going to be there, and we've got the countdown clock up there as well, so you guys can wait with us. But we've got much more to talk about, and we've got some more world premieres.
What do you think about
show you guys right now? We've got
no.
an update on a game that is coming out later this year. You just saw it at Ubisoft Forward. Here's a new look at Watch Dogs Legion.
Okay, let's take a look at Watch Dogs for a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, London is fucked.
That's so blunt.
But don't worry, we've got our best man on the case. Because if anyone can fix this mess, it's this smooth bastard super spy. Oh. Well,
they really took the Watch
like
Dogs in a humor direction, didn't they?
It's a state of emergency.
Move in and lock down the city.
In the chaos,
that was some really static mouth movement.
Streets.
Albion Security's contract has been extended indefinitely.
Did Halo happen yet?
No. A spy agency lurks in the shadows.
It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
And organised crime has
one of the voice actors
from
Venture Brothers were to make a cameo. Who would you want it to be?
Human organ black market.
No, Henchman 21. Either of the main two henchmen. I don't remember their numbers because it's been a long time since I've seen
literally letting Albion shoot us in
Venture
the street.
Brothers. But either one of them would be good.
You need to build a resistance.
I can't believe this is
Recruit
happening.
Anyone in the whole city.
I know.
And I really mean
anyone. My terrible
Ah,
impressions.
Genius hackers, hard grafters, idiots, everyday people.
Okay, so Watch Dogs is just Saints Row now, but with hacking.
And something unique to offer.
The campaign
right person
being
for the job.
Master Chief, Arbiter, and Spartan Locke working together.
Or the ones you
find
least
Cortana.
expect.
What about you? I'm kind of indifferent on
city needs a resistance.
The Arbiter appearing.
And it starts with you.
I do hope that Locke isn't completely cut out, at least in terms of appearances. I think gameplay-wise it's going to be entirely cheap. With other characters kind of coming in and out throughout the campaign. I don't think they're going to be trying to find Cortana so much as find a way to stop her. Do you think Grunt Goblin should be in Halo Infinite's campaign? Yes. Even more so, I think we should be able to drive them. I don't know how that would work. Because they're made for 5-foot grunts, not 7-foot plus super soldiers, but still, I think that would be awesome.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Hey man, what do you think Halo 3 port so far? I think it's been pretty good. I've mostly been playing on Xbox, and the improvements have been great there, but yeah.
All right, well, as we've mentioned quite a few times, we are going to get a first look at the campaign.
My feed is filled with the Xbox
Halo
game showcase,
Infinite,
yeah.
And I asked a friend of mine what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. You may know Ninja for many things over the past few years, but he actually started and created quite a stir with all his awesome Halo
I want to see the Shadow of Intent again. Yeah, so do
back in the day. So without further ado, let's hear from Ninja about what he wants to see
forces, then
in a
retires
brand
to
new
become
Halo.
a farmer.
Tyler, take it away.
No, he's going to retire and become a gameplay, or
Thanks,
not
Jeff.
gameplay.
I'm excited to see what Xbox
a car
has in store.
salesman.
Here's what I want out of Halo. If Halo Infinite can just give us a incredible campaign to close out the classic series with a beautiful ending and a matchmaking / multiplayer system where the ranking system is unique and it works.
I don't know why a ranking system would need to be
unique.
Iconic. It should just work.
A lot of people loved the Halo 1, Halo 2, and Halo 3 maps that came out. They just felt so fun, whether it be super bouncing from Halo 2, nading all the weapons off and learning all that in Halo 1, and just the flow of Halo 3. It was...
I mean, you talk about all these things you loved about the old Halos, but these weren't features. These were glitches. These were exploits, things that kind of just happened.
Get that down. Get some of those things down.
I don't know how you're supposed to get
Give us
that
amazing
stuff
weaponry,
down.
right? Weapon gameplay. Like the Halo 1 classic pistol, the Halo 2 battle rifle, the Halo 3 battle rifle and sniper.
The Halo 3 battle rifle is crap.
It'll be in a really good spot.
Spread, man.
And I'm just excited to see what they have in store, man.
Awesome. Well, we'll see how much of that comes true, hopefully, at the top of the hour when we get a look at Halo Infinite. Thanks to Ninja for joining us on the show. Now it is time to get to another world premiere, a net new game that you haven't heard about. And this one comes from my home country, my home province of Ontario, Canada. I saw this and got excited about just a brand new game from a smaller studio that you haven't heard about, but I think looks pretty cool. Check out this world premiere.
That was cringe, yeah. Oh, another world premiere. Let's see. What game that I don't care about is this time? What is this? It's like Lego Gravity Falls. Cocoa Cucumber? Oh, Wendigo. Oh, it's Gravity Falls style Lego RPG. Like seriously, is anyone else getting like Gravity Falls vibes from this? Because that is, I'm getting all the Gravity Falls vibes. Echo Generation. Like all the character designs remind me of Gravity Falls as well.
Definitely some Stranger Things vibes to that one. Echo Generation was a hockey
We're going to see full gameplay. We know that for sure.
Now it's time to get to another world premiere. Check this out.
You said that humans should not accept the mantle. Why is that?
I get so excited. I think there are more world premieres coming. We do have more coming. Don't worry. But right now, actually, we're going to hear from a number of YouTube creators around the world to hear what they're looking forward to from Xbox, hopefully at the top of the hour. So let's check this out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Garu, and I'm a content creator on YouTube. And today, I'm so much excited.
I'm not too interested in what they're saying. Congrats to them for getting on here, because that's got to be a big moment. Like, God knows if I were ever invited, I'd probably do something just because it's awesome to get your name out there. But
than actually playing the game. Me and my friends used to be like, okay, let's just put that over there. Let's put this over there. And literally, we used to come back from school and we used to mess around with maps and all that stuff. And it just used to be a fun game in general. Can anyone forget about these skulls? Like, we used to have to like go ahead and collect them. Like, I could go in for hours on Halo, okay? Because with those skulls, we could actually go ahead and try out different stuff. And there just used to be so many variations in the game on its own. There used to be co-op. There used to be 1v1. King of the Hill, Juggernaut, and so many game modes in general. So I'm super excited for the brand new release of this game, because especially for content creators out there, there's going to be so much stuff to make content on, especially, you know, there's going to be campaign, and plus if you guys make content on multiplayer, we can go on replay file, on theater mode, and capture some cool moments that we actually had in the game.
That actually brings up a good point. I really hope theater is working.
We get ourselves the
Halo 5's theater is
with that,
terrible.
You know, the 1v1 still remains, and all the fun game modes that we used to have in Halo 3. I still wish those still remain, because that will definitely bring back a lot of memories. So yeah, my name is Garu, and hopefully you guys are excited for this brand new game and for the event. Peace out.
Hey guys, Middle Jesus here. Now I vividly remember.
Oh my God, I don't know who this guy is, but I love his look.
It is the beautiful translucent Halo Edition Xbox.
But do you have the Halo 2 edition?
When I first saw this machine, I absolutely fell in love with it. So ahead of its time, and so many great AAA games as well as hidden gems. And then when it came time for the Xbox 360, well, this was my
take shots every time they say Halo. I want to be sober at the end of this. I want to be able to make video content at the end of this, I should say.
An external Wi-Fi adapter.
Oh my God, that
it wasn't
ancient.
built into the machine, but man, I have so many great memories playing awesome games on this.
How do you think Blue Team will fit into this narrative, if they fit into Infinite at all? I'm hoping that they'll be like, you can encounter them during the campaign. Maybe they'll join you for a mission or two, but I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. When's the reveal? It's like in 20 minutes, yeah.
And so, from what I've seen so far of the Xbox Series X, it appears that Microsoft's going all in on powerful hardware.
Metal Jesus is cool. At the very least, I love the look, man. He nails the Metal Jesus look.
Awesome backwards compatibility, which is important for collectors like me. So, yeah,
add heavy metal plus gaming.
And I want to learn more.
Metalhead. Oh yeah.
Hola, amigas, amigos. Yo soy Anthrax. Wow, Halo. ¿Qué recuerdos tengo con este título, con este juego? Hizo mi infancia la más divertida de todas. Recuerdo que con el Halo 3 la campaña me la pasé en todos los modos posibles.
You said something about humans should not accept the mantle. Why is that? Right, sorry.
El modo en línea, una
basically, like,
mejor del
as
mundo.
Chief put it in Halo
Después,
5,
con el Halo Reach,
the mantle is an
lloré con la
imperial
campaña.
piece, or at least is the way the Forerunners imposed it.
Con Halo 4 recuerdo que mi primer trabajo,
but I think it's a fundamentally flawed philosophy that any one species should have
eso me ha causado
all this power,
gran felicidad. Todo el tiempo
ability to kind of rule over other species. So, if presented with that opportunity, humanity should reject it. Because I don't think you can have peace under the mantle. Not truly.
Hey, Summer Game Fest audience, Lamar Wilson here, and here are the 5 games that I'm looking forward to.
My mom said it's my turn on the
So the first one is Halo Infinite. Now, I came into Halo late with Halo 5. I know. But I loved it so much, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Have you
and
ever
there's a
watched
new game from Rare called Everwild. It just looks amazing and breathtaking. I have no idea what the game is about.
I've watched a lot of G.I. Joe cartoons, so I don't know.
Number 3, I definitely want to see a Gear 6. This is going to be a game really about revenge and taking the horde out at the center, at the literal core, hopefully for the final time. Now, number 4, since we're talking about Gears, why not a Lego's Gears saga? You know, they did the Funko Pop thing on mobile, but what about
me,
Lego?
But could you raise your own volume? I can't hear you
I would actually like to play that, so they need to announce that today. Now, finally,
pump it up a bit more.
2. I know. Now, Cuphead 1 tore me a new one. It's one of the most unforgiving games ever, but for some reason, I just want more. Why do I want more? Man, am I crazy? Yes, I am.
Lamar, fully decked out his Xbox gear, ready for the show. And it was so cool to have gamers from around the world joining us from India and Mexico and obviously here
it's hard to
in the United States, because one of the things I think we found this year more than ever is that games bring us together, and people are watching all around the world. So I want to say hello to everyone watching this special event where hopefully we're all just going to be excited about games as we watch through it. And the stream is coming up in about 18 minutes. You can watch it live right here on this feed. We're going to go right into it, and then immediately afterwards, we've got our exclusive post show with guests, some of the developers featured in the showcase, and Aaron Greenberg from Xbox will be joining us to answer questions, and we'll also have some creators join us as well to grade, see how Xbox did based on our expectations. We'll also do a poll on Twitter,
see if anybody
so
from
make sure to
343
vote
shows
on
up.
that. But right now, it is time to get
Outlaw
to
Star is so
another
underrated.
World premiere.
I don't know
this
that
is
it
a
is,
sequel to
but
a game
maybe
that if you watch
it's really damn good.
YouTube Let's Plays and YouTube gaming videos, you've probably seen. Check this out.
All right, what do we got now? Oh, the neighbor thing. Don't really care about this. Cool game. Cool. It's cool that it got so popular. Congrats to the developers for that, but not my cup of tea. Outlaw Star is available on Hulu for you nerds to watch. Don't have Hulu, but I do have Outlaw Star on Blu-ray. So, they seem so out of touch with this. Oh, let's get people like Ego Raptor and Ninja on. Yeah, they'll appeal to people who like Halo. They have to realize people are only watching for Halo. I was talking about the 1980s G.I. Joe cartoon. Okay, yes, I have seen that. Not in a long time. It's one of those shows I need to rewatch at some point. I remember loving it as a kid. I absolutely love the movie, but I need to rewatch it at some point, and because I barely remember any of the episodes individually. I just remember enjoying the cartoon. Why are these non-Halo YouTubers talking about Halo? I mean, they're general gaming YouTubers, and they have broad appeal, so it might not appeal. appeal as much to us niche Halo fans, or more niche Halo fans, but I don't know. I get it from a corporate point of view at the very least. I don't like this game because you need to watch YouTube videos. Ian, are you looking forward to Transformers War for Cybertron series on Netflix? Potentially. I'm open to it. It looks interesting. I'll say that. But I haven't seen a whole lot of the trailers for it. I've only just seen some of the promotional images, and in that regard, at least, it looks interesting. Oh my, boy, be fucked. If they mess up Halo, I'm done with Xbox. Well, it'll be on PC. How long does the actual stream last? So this part lasts until this pre-show lasts until 11 a.m. Central, so 15 more minutes. Then we have the next part. We have the next part, which is supposed to be an hour long. So 11 to 12 will be the main game showcase. And then apparently there's a post-show.
There it is. Hello, Neighbor 2. And we've got some more games still to come, and we are 14 minutes away from the start of the showcase.
What do you think of Fall of Cybertron?
It's going to last
I loved it.
almost
so
exactly
much fun.
1 hour. So there'll be an hour showcase in 15 minutes, and then
so
our
it is
post-show afterwards.
That seems kind of short.
But right now, we're going to take a look at the ID at Xbox program. A great program this week, actually. If you're on Xbox, there's a Summer Game Fest demo event. Over 70 games that you can download and preview for free. One of the big things I wanted to do with Summer Game Fest.
What did you think about 1980s Cobra Commander's treatment when Servitude? See, I don't remember that at all. I don't remember any of the plot points, man.
In these unusual circumstances where we don't have big consumer.
Do you think a side Halo game plays an ODST?
Right now, let's take a look at ID at Xbox, and there are some
glimpses
of some new
gravitate
games
towards
as well.
classic.
Check it out.
Well, I mean, if you're playing as an ODST, it's not really going to be classic in any sense, or at least it won't be true classic. It'll be different in its own way. I always like the ID at Xbox stuff. There's usually a lot of really cool indie games like this. So, I'm loving everything they're showing right now. Is that like an Artemis Fowl game? I gotta be careful because I'm pretty sure this music is gonna get copyright striked or something. I like the Ascent from what's shown there. That looks really cool. That XO1 looks really cool. I feel like I heard of 12 minutes before. That sounds very familiar. Falconer looks pretty cool. See, I always love this. PlayStation definitely has more big exclusives, but I always love the indie games that are shown off with Xbox. There are just so many cool ones out there. Ooh, Song of Iron looks really good. Shredders kind of reminds me of old PlayStation 1 snowboarding games. Mad Streets. Sable. Kind of reminds me of Journey. Breathtaking independent games, yeah. Yeah.
There you go, Shredder's snowboarding game. I missed my SSX, so that one looks really good. And lots of great games coming to the ID
that's
at
what it was
Xbox
called.
program
Okay.
we're excited about. All right, now, though, we have a pretty cool brand
we're
new
11
game
minutes
to
out,
show
you guys.
This comes from a legendary
How long to the
game
Halo
creator.
reveal of Halo?
And when I saw
That's
this,
supposedly it's going to be at the top of the
he
hour.
wants to take us on with this game.
So
I was really excited and honored to have the
11
opportunity
minutes.
to share this with you. So this is a bit of a longer piece, but it takes you into the world of a brand new game from a special creator in Japan. Please check this out.
Hello, Xbox ファンの皆様、スクエアエニックスの中裕二です。
Okay.
今日は皆様に 不思議な物語をお届けに参り
Why do
ま
I
す。
feel like this is a Professor
僕は
Layton
現在
game?
スクエアエニックスにて
Oh,
バランカンパニーという
obviously not.
新しいブランドを立ち上げました。そしてここにいる昔ソニックやナイツを一緒に作った大島直人と20年ぶりにタッグを組んでアクションゲームを作っています。
中さんがスクエアエニックスに行くと知った時はびっくりしました。
僕も驚いたよ。
Oh, there
し
goes
かしこ
all
うして
my
また
water.
一緒にタッグを組んでゲームを作れること、そして僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りと
Water
スクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽とが合わさり、誰も体験したことのない新しいゲームを世界中の皆様にお届けできることをとても嬉しく思います。
今日僕たちが皆様にお届けするのはアクションゲームの全てを詰め込んだアクションゲームオブアクションゲームバランワンダーワールドです。アクションゲームにミュージカルの世界観を持ち込んでボタン1つでたくさんの衣装能力を使い進んでいくゲームになります。
苦悩や葛藤、人は誰しもがポジティブな気持ちと
I
ネ
mean,
ガ
luckily
テ
it's
ィ
just
ブな気
water,
持ちのバラ
but
ンスを
still,
保ちながら
that
生きてい
sucks.
ます。しかしそのバランス
Luckily, I
が
don't think
崩れ
anything
た
was
時、
damaged.
あなたはバランシアターに迷い込みます。
At least that didn't happen during
悩める
Halo
12人のキャス
Infinite.
トた
That
ち
would
の
be an
新象世
absolute
界を
travesty.
あなたはさまざまなアクションを駆使して
This is
進
a
んでいき
Halo
ます。
Infinite leak.
アクションの
Okay, I'm
一つ
turning that
一つが
down.
衣装に割り当てられており、その数はなんと80種類を超えます。
Do you think one grunt, given the right equipment, could kill a Spartan? I mean, yeah, given the right equipment. At the very least, we had Stolt that actually managed to hold a Spartan off, that poor bastard. I gotta mute my phone.
本作は24言語に対応予定です。Xbox One、
There we go.
さらに Xbox シリーズ
Get that
X
shit out
に
of
も
there.
もちろん対応し、
The flood is upon us.
こちらでも遊んでいただけるスマートデリバリーにも対応。
AJ leak because I get it because of water. Yeah. I hope the flood is back. I honestly am not. I don't want the flood to come back. At least not in Halo Infinite's initial story offering. I want them teased, absolutely. And then whatever comes next should have the flood. But like right now, they need to focus on introducing the Banished, introducing anything else they're working on, and then wrapping up presumably the created story arc, or at least getting it in a better position.
That you visit when you come to a turning point in life.
I'd love to know who the Spartan who lost to Stolt was. Yeah, I think we all would. Weird ass character design, but I love it. It was Tanaka. Well, the story's set in 2553 before Tanaka became a Spartan, but I know you're making a joke. Wonder if we'll get an open world Far Cry type world. I hope not. I don't want true open world. I still want like a mission to mission linear campaign, but maybe with a hub world, and then the levels that you go to are just big and open and let you explore shit. That's what I want to see. Who is Stolt? Stolt is an Ungoy, or is a grunt ranger. He was featured in the book Halo Shadow of Intent. And apparently he's badass enough to earn the respect of elites and to have fought off a Spartan. Sadness overtakes me! Get ready for the... what is it? Maybe something like ODST mixed with Skyrim. A little bit, yeah. Because I loved the exploration of ODST, especially once you could actually just go through all the streets and just walk around and enjoy it. It's so much... It's so fun. Would you want space battle missions, multiplayer, similar to Halo Reach's mission? Yeah, I would love some. I would love some like space battles. The fact that we have yet to get one, and I don't count Halo 4's trench run as a space battle. It's nothing like that, and honestly, I think it's terribly designed. But I'd love some more space combat coming back.
There it is, the announcement of Balan
And then in multiplayer, absolutely.
Knights was such a
apparently, like there's some Battlefield
game
type I can't remember what it's called that has
sharing that
like a lot of vehicle and aerial combat focus, and I would love something like that.
There's even more good stuff though coming up at the top of the hour.
What do you think of the idea of a Halo RPG?
So
Excuse me, sorry.
Another group join us here as we count down in the
I would love it.
5 minutes.
It ultimately depends on how it's done.
Joining us live from the game.
Oh, hi, it's Matt Pat.
It's over. I could check out right now. I am sold. Balan Wonderworld, #1 game. Over. Stand aside Halo Infinite. That was what I needed to see.
I was going to say, I was pretty excited when we got that. I'm like, okay, this pre-show is going to be pretty good. That's an exciting announcement. Yeah, just to have those guys back doing that. So yeah, I agree with you, Matt Pat. All right, we've also got JD Witherspoon joining us. What's up, Ron? How you doing?
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I'm looking at this countdown for the showcase. I'm ready to put my helmet on and get it going, but I'm like, let's talk. Let's talk real quick.
I was going to say, we got 5 minutes, and joining us also is Allegra Frank from Vox. Allegra, how you doing?
Hey, I'm really good now. Like, after Balan Wonderland, I'm with Matt. Yo, that's it. That's the end of the show for me.
Nothing rude, but these guys are just used for marketing. I mean, yeah, but it's not necessarily a bad thing.
To end the
I don't know.
Hopefully means there's even more big surprises coming in the
I just don't really care.
Show. And let's talk about this. You guys are going to.
Just going to turn this down like to minimum there, because I want to hear if they talk about something interesting or when they change to something. But right now, I just don't care. We're 5 minutes out, man. I can't wait. I'm really so curious what we see. Like, what's the context of everything? Are we going to see other characters besides Brohammer and Master Chief? I have a feeling we're going to get an idea of if that grappling hook is a grappling hook and what exactly it's going to be doing. Are we going to be sprinting, man? There have been some rumors that sprint might be gone, and that would be awesome if that were the case. Like, sprint doesn't ruin a Halo game for me, but I much prefer Halo games without sprint. That said, if sprint is in, I'm hoping it's more like Halo 5 because like limited sprint. Like if it's in all the time, like dude, if it were an on-map pickup, that would actually be just fine, I think. And it's like basically like a speed boost kind of thing. But well, at that point, you just should do speed boost. But a lot of people hated Halo 4, but I loved it. I loved it too, man. Gameplay was kind of weak, level design was kind of weak, but the story's amazing. I want a Flood firefight. Yes, I would love like firefight to come back and then have like a Flood mode dedicated to that. I would love if when ODST firefight comes to the console, like if modders can make, because one modder or somebody actually did make it back in the day, Flood firefight. So if that could be brought to MCC on PC, absolutely. I hope Bucks makes an appearance. That'd be interesting. Be cool to see Nathan Fillion. Actually, I don't know if you guys saw. Somebody asked Holly Tanaka's voice actor on, I think it was on Instagram, if she was in Halo Infinite, and she kind of teased that she might be. So Osiris might be in some manner. That'd be awesome. I would forge firefight. Yes, that would be awesome. I'd love if you could take firefight maps and, if not, like at the very least, customize them. Playable grunts would be nice. I have a friend who would die for playable grunts, man. What do you think about Yap and Zuka Zami's relationship? Obviously, there was more going on there. Oh my God, we're so close, guys. Never got an explanation for Del Rio is bullshit. I'm not sure what you mean about that. I actually need to make a video one of these days, and maybe I'll make this when Halo 4 comes to MCC, defending Del Rio, because I think he gets a lot of flack for making a fairly reasonable decision. Yeah, it was ultimately the wrong decision, but I don't think he made a bad decision based on the information he had at the time. Halo-style Battlefront type game? Maybe not a game, but like Battlefront-style game modes in Halo? Absolutely. Because I don't think you need a game dedicated strictly to that, but you can make game types with giant-ass maps and a lot of shit going down. Can you imagine if Forge from Halo Wars were still alive? Oh my God, no. Don't even. Speak at Del Rio was justified in my opinion. Yeah. Like, yeah, he was a dick, ultimately, the decision he would have made was ultimately a wrong one, but I think he was well-founded. I think based on the information he had. And the fact that he was demoted was just kind of annoying because it's like, it felt like this really fan-servicey moment, not something in service of the story. I love the guy with his Master Chief helmet there, man. Best Chief. Mark 6 mod, baby.
The Xbox event. It's going to be about 2 minutes until we go, so maybe one last quick rapid fire here. JD's got his helmet on. How do you guys think they're going to open the show? What do you think the first thing is?
I think first thing's going to be Halo Infinite.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, start with the big guns. They know that's what everyone's here for, and then everything else is kind of icing on the cake.
Allegra, do you agree, or do you want something weird and wacky?
It's going to be Halo, which for someone who doesn't really care about Halo, I would love because I need a bathroom break. So,
hey, everyone's got their preferences.
The chat just lit up. He's going to take a bathroom break during Halo. All right, but hey,
I think it's going to start with
Balan,
it, though.
And that's part of the fun is that we don't know what they're going to do, and they've been very quiet. They've just said Halo, but beyond that, they've
Worst Mark 6
really
variant,
not
probably
told us anything
H2A,
else about what games are going to be in there. So you said, tell me why. Great example. Everwild, Psychonauts. Those are games that we know they're making that hopefully we'll have updates on. And then I know for a fact there will be some new games announced in this showcase. And it's exciting to watch
Halo
it live
Infinite
here on YouTube. Well,
yeah,
Matt,
I don't think so.
JD,
I think they're
thanks for
going to
joining us.
It.
You guys are going to be with us afterwards. We're going to react to the press
Imagine
conference.
if they randomly get
see
cut
how
off.
Microsoft did, and then we're going to have some guests, some of the developers, and some of the games featured in the show. We're going to have interviews with them and Xbox's Aaron Greenberg will be joining us live to break down some of the news. So enjoy it, watch it live here. The Xbox Games
mod,
Showcase,
Halo 4.
An hour of games
it's
right
just
here
beautiful,
on YouTube.
And there's some technical stuff that's going on. Oh, hold on, we're about to start. Okay, let's see. Where are we starting? Well, we're probably gonna get like some kind of opener. Okay, I don't think this is Infinite if it's Peggy 18, but I might be wrong. Oh, okay. Peggy 18 is in the show. Is for 18 is recommended 18 up. Okay, though, but here we go, guys. Ooh, Psychonauts. Don't know what that is. That's Halo. Okay, here we go, baby. I'm excited. Let's see. Come on, start off with some Halo Infinite. I'm gonna guess that's not Halo. I'm interested though. Watch, it turns out to be Halo and they're like forging Master Chief's armor. Wait a minute, is it Halo? Oh my god, they actually are forging the armor pieces. What the hell? Okay. What is going on? Okay.
The exosuit is now complete.
Being assembled in 0G. Oh, the carbon nanotubing. Oh my, it is a grappling hook.
This technology will save humanity in the war to come.
That's Halsey narrating.
I must remind myself. Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own.
Oh.
Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction.
Yeah, there it is.
Armor cannot hope.
Oh. Oh, man.
It all means nothing.
This is gorgeous.
Until you step inside.
Oh, that piano cue there. Okay, come on. Gameplay time. Ooh. Okay. Interesting menu design. I like the little wildlife going on.
Already? I must be.
2560.
This is a punishment, right?
Okay, so the date was amended.
Yep, this is death.
Oh, Brohammer. Oh my god, there's the new turret. Vanished AA turret.
This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief.
So it said 167 days after we lost, I think. Hey, somebody survived this crash.
No, no. You can't stand this. You breathe. No, you don't get to tell me what to do.
Okay, a little bit of stuttering there.
Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw clone wars over there.
What the hell?
I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war,
condors.
we get away from here. Far away.
What is... Oh my god, it's stuttering so bad.
Let me find.
First, when I get back, we can look.
I hope they have a... Is this just me, or is...
Okay, big guy.
Okay. Okay, it looks like you get to... Oh, I hear grunts. Oh, Banished Phantom. Okay, I know they had to make it blocky in Halo Wars because just this nature of an RTS. I feel like they could have improved the design for a first-person game, though. Wow. Why is it... Is it this blocky? Okay, so yeah, definitely open world. Jesus Christ, why is it so bad? Okay, so maybe it's not just me on the stutter, maybe it's the presentation. That was pretty sick. Jackal. Oh my god, elites, what are we gonna get? What do we got? Woo! What? I completely missed. What is that? Okay, the sprint. Ooh. Anyone else think they kind of look like, oh, what were they from Destiny? Ooh, equipment. What is here?
This is the end.
Jump packs, nice. Oh, I can't wait to go back and just read what all these different weapons are. Jesus. I am not a fan of that. That Phantom design just looks terrible. I'm sorry. Oh god. Whoa. That's... Classic jackals. Okay. Oh. Oh, there it is. There. Oh, grappling hook. I questioned the logistics of that, but... Oh my god. Oh shit, you can pull stuff towards him. Awesome. I think we just saw a spike grenade get tossed. Oh, it is a shotgun. Oh. Oh, that is awesome. Okay. Hi, Fury.
UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well.
What?
The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriarchs. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. Here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Okay, I like him already. Fun fact, we've been streaming for an hour and 17 minutes at this point. Okay. I'm gonna need some time to process that. Holy shit. And right into... Oh, no. Okay.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming month, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
So no multiplayer today.
World premiere.
Still, holy crap, that... Jesus, guys. I'm gonna need some time to process that, because that was just a lot of information to toss at us at once. Oh my god. You think we're gonna get a Master Chief face reveal? Yeah, probably not. Not in this game. the Brute say the Banished was working with the Created? No, he said the Harbinger, or the Harbingers. So, that's new. And yeah, it sounds like that's going to be our new main enemy, so fuck the Created. What would Bungie think of this? I don't know, man. Ugh. Why is it so... Okay, I'm gonna refresh the page because it's no longer an infinite. Hey, it's Annihilation, the game. Sound! Why was the Warthog an electric vehicle running on gas? It's not. The canisters on the back are...
to the Xbox Game Showcase. Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox game studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible.
It might have been. Usually it doesn't
Game
do
Pass
that,
members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free-to-play. These
probably
games
at the end of this we'll go back and rewatch that gameplay
on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console, and we've built state-of-the-art
guns didn't sound like guns. I think they did.
To allow every developer to realize.
What happened to Cortana and her bullshit from Halo 5? That's a good question. We're gonna have to find out.
That has always pushed the limits.
Why did the graphics look more cartoony than usual?
10.
They kind of did, didn't they? I think it's just the colors are more saturated.
And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented
I think it's on you,
realism,
probably.
with ray tracing.
Every year, something goes wrong. One of these years, I'll nail it.
60 frames
One
per
of these
second.
years.
The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in-engine.
World premiere.
Alright, so next Forza, I'm guessing. Yeah. Well, I'm not watching the Xbox stream anymore. This is the Game Awards channel, but I don't know. I loved every damn second of it. Felt like felt in my veins. It was epic. UNSC auto shotgun was badass. Yeah. The flagship game Halo on the most powerful gen console. The game looks subpar. The game looks subpar. I mean, that's your opinion, I guess. Okay. Hopefully start with Halo and end with Halo. I doubt that. I don't think we're going to get any more Halo today. At least not until the post-show. They might bring some developers in to talk.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense
I like that they moved away from the gritty COD-like gameplay and back to the arcade alien shooter I remember it was.
Truly.
Yeah, I can. It kind of is. I mean, it's still very different from anything we've had before,
it
but
is found in the
I don't necessarily think it in a bad way.
In every step.
Halo 2 was a huge
journey.
jump from Halo CE. Halo Reach was a huge jump from Halo.
In the symmetry
3,
of ritual.
So Cortana is in the main antagonist, and Atriox is in the mega antagonist who is. It looks to be this Hyperius guy, at least right now, unless we get something from this Harbinger group, whatever they are.
And in moments of stillness,
or whatever he is, I don't know. Harbinger could be a group, could be an individual. Very disappointed with the Halo reveal.
It teaches us to look beyond the expected.
I'm still kind of processing. There's a lot of cool things going on, but there's also some stuff that's like, what?
To be a light in dark places.
All the streams are jumpy like this. Yeah, well, it's not jumpy anymore, of course, now that we're not on Halo.
And to stand watch over our world.
Too little for me to pass on judgment. Understandable. Oh, now it's jumping, of course.
Our world as a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Birds really look like they were taken straight out of Halo 3. And it looks more Halo Wars to me. And even then, like Hyperius, they really heavily changed his look compared to classic Birds, but...
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature, ever living. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah.
Man, I think it is just my stream that's messing up. I don't know why.
But they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that
Where are they creating all this? It'll probably be explained in some obscure comic.
Look out for each other.
No. It'll be explained in game. Like, you can't expect everything to be explained in a single gameplay teaser.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother.
They only showed human weapons? I don't think so. No, they showed a lot of Covenant or Banished weapons.
Is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional.
It probably is Life is Strange.
Everything
it's
we
still
thought
a demo,
we knew
so there's
about
still room for
just
anything
got
to
thrown out
grow.
the window.
Pretty underwhelmed so far.
She loved you. She attacked you. We both saw it.
Hopefully that new Halo book fills in some gaps. I mean, it shouldn't be up to the books to fill this stuff in. Was that grappling hook a pickup or a default ability? Couldn't say.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
Like, this is the first time we've seen it, so it might be a pickup, but it might also be something you get as the game goes on.
I can't do this. Stop!
They deserve more love than hate now. Much respect to 343, guys. Damn. Yeah, I mean, overall, it looks like they crafted a gorgeous-looking experience.
Hey everyone,
remains to be seen
my name is Gennady.
How well it's received.
I'm the co-founder and director of
technology. A lot
technology
clearly
at
went
Moon
into
Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically
Why
for
didn't the
Xbox
creators use
Series
the
X.
Guardians to enforce their imperial peace and stop the Banished early? We don't know. We'll have to play the game to find out.
Previously absolutely impossible on any console.
I get the feeling like this Harbinger group
can now
and
run at
the Banished just kind of
hertz refresh rate
are going to be like made super powerful for no reason.
In its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super
Bro Embers
crisp,
says something
sharp
like he was in
image,
trouble since he
and
found
low
MC.
input
There's a gap
latency,
between the
which is just
retrieval
so
and the gameplay.
important
Lots of
for
explanation
the
can
tight
happen
and
there.
precise
Yeah, and
platforming
even
feel
more can
of
happen
this game.
afterwards. Like,
we can also boost the immersion
the game shouldn't
in different
open
spaces in our
and just
world
have
by
everything
using
front-loaded
premium
on the
audio tech
player. No,
that we previously
there
just
needs
could
to
not
be
simulate
some,
in real
like,
time.
you know, there
And
needs to be
with
some
all of this
mystery
crazy
initially,
hardware power,
and you need
we
to
can
you'll
give
need
our
to play the
players
game most
more
likely
options
in order to
with
get
how we want
answers,
to
and that's
play
how it
our
should
game.
be.
We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori, coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
Hoping the Halo Infinite reveal has a bit more or hoped that the Halo Infinite reveal had a bit more content. Yeah, I mean, it's an hour-long conference. The second they said that, I wasn't expecting too much. Ooh, Private Division. These are the guys behind Disintegration. The publishers. No, Disintegration. All right, what in the hell is this?
Reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now
what is that?
shady corporate intrigue.
I know this game, but I can't remember what it was called.
Asteroid. A sordid
What was it
stopover.
called? Well, they'll have it, but
full of salacious secrets.
my roommate was obsessing over this game. I need to play it at some point.
Strangers. Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking right on today. With the right pace. They wanted us to develop
Not
a
Sunset
miracle
Overdrive.
drug. Can put
It's like from the
you on
original
wrong
creators
side
of
a gun.
Fallout.
Or sword.
Like the old Obsidian.
Or this thing. Thrills.
For the life of me, I can't remember what it's called though. Outer Worlds, yes, that's
Intrigue.
it. There you go.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust
Multiplayer
no one.
reveal could be later this year. It should have been now though, because like we're in July, man. Like at the latest, this game is coming out in December. At the latest, unless it's being delayed until next year.
This internet cannot be transparent state.
Jesus Christ. Halo Infinite will come out next November. That would be bad. We can't wait another year, man.
For the biggest game of the year. Then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this
Halo
one.
Infinite felt a bit strange because it's an entirely new concept with open world designs, etc. Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing that people are going to have to kind of get used to.
Thrive
like that,
together.
It's going to be a very
just
different
feed your
looking
friend to
and
the
feeling game.
spiders and go solo.
He said, "Harbinger, could the harp?" Jesus Christ! What is wrong with this stream? What is wrong with my internet? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. No, he said, Harbinger, do you think Harbinger could be the Didact? No, I don't think so. Clearly the Reapers are finally coming in. No. I think Harbinger's going to be some kind of new group.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that.
762 people currently in here. That's pretty awesome.
How to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th.
Feel like
on
they
Xbox
reckon some
Game
lore
Preview
to make.
And on Steam Early Access.
Oh, retcon some lore to make Infinite. Not sure how to feel about that if it's true. I mean, I think they're making new lore. It's not.
If you've been wondering,
like retcon would be, oh, we're taking this old
RPG.
concept and
this
we're
out.
changing how it works or something.
World
I don't think that's happening.
premiere.
But they are definitely changing directions on things. How's it?
We have always known war. It forged our empire.
So this is interesting. Don't expect Halo 7, at least not through the traditional means, from IGN. So basically confirming
and decimated our foes.
Halo Infinite. Or sorry, Halo Infinite Story DLC.
Now our oaths are lost, forsaken. And you must face the monsters. Our sins
and the gameplay demo is up on the Xbox page, so we're definitely going to take another look at that when all this is over.
Worth the weight of a crown.
Probably take a look at a couple things. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. Wow. IGN just dropped a ton of articles on Infinite,
is an expansive
so I'm going to be interested to take a
first-person
look at a lot of
RPG
those.
set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage
A lot of discussion happening on it
Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios,
on Twitter, man.
we also work with
I'm
independent
so behind on the
developers,
discussion.
always with the goal of empowering them to bring their
what do you think about the
ideas to
PS5?
life.
I mean, I'm going to get it.
excited to announce our work
Couple
with
cool games on
Interior
there.
Night, a new studio
Do you
led
think the
by
Banished
some of the most
kicked
talented
the UNSC's
storytellers
ass
in
on
our
Installation
industry.
07?
Let's
That's
meet
what it seems to be
Caroline
implying.
Marshall, studio head
They're
of
basically
Interior
saying
Night,
it says
to
the
debut
UNSC
their
lost this
original
war
game.
weeks ago or something, or months ago, whatever it was. I just woke up, did Halo come out?
Bonjour,
No.
I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about active storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience,
Installation
and
07, the Ring
sacrifice.
Cortana,
But
assuming
most
they
of
had her
all,
eyes on at
it's
the end of
about
Halo
how
5.
you will shape the
That seems to be
fate
the implication.
Of real, flawed
We don't know for sure,
people
though.
Trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
World premiere.
So did Halo come up already or not? Yes, Halo led the show. The gameplay is actually, if you go to the Halo YouTube channel, it's out there.
I need you now, cannot wait, but when I look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day.
Cool stylization.
Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
Oh, man.
All my life, I've
At
been
the end of
scared
Halo
of the
5, they didn't show
shadows.
Spark, right? No, they did not.
But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light.
Is Harbinger some Forerunner faction? Can't be Flood? We don't know.
I got your letters.
So Sprint's still there? It was in the footage that was shown, yeah. So, looks like Sprint is in. Not a surprise, honestly. I expected
Here at Ninja
that.
Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects.
Ooh, Hellblade.
Including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's
I gotta
story.
get
in
this.
Hellblade
I've heard
Senua's
such good
Sacrifice.
things, and I was looking
We're
forward to it when
excited
it
to
was
start
first
giving you
announced.
an insight into what comes next for our Celtic Warrior. An experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC.
Nice.
I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland.
Ooh, interesting.
And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting and a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
I might check that out on my own time. This game looks so cool. I'm always up for seeing some Celtic Warriors in games.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade's Senua's Sacrifice has had
How the fuck
on
did
so many
343 make
players.
this look
And we're
like a kid's
incredibly
cartoon?
thankful
How hard
to
can
all
it
of
be?
the fans that have been part of
It's
Senua's
just
story so
It's
far.
just a very saturated.
And we're excited for you to be
It just
part
looks
of
very
our
saturated,
development
guys.
journey
I don't
from
think it
here on
looks
out.
like a. I mean, Halo always had kind of a cartoony look in the classic games, so Halo Reach was where it kind of became more serious. So. Double Fine, so Psychonauts.
You want to say hi to Peter? He's on the line
What?
here.
Peter?
Oh my
He's been sitting there the whole
God.
time? Hey, who wrote the
Jesus,
song?
Jack.
Peter. Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song.
Very much.
It's going to be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Okay.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to check this game out.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone.
Man, that auto shot got me hyped up. What can
Just
the
a
other rifle
thought
do?
is
It's not
all
Volvo.
I've got.
I'm gonna have to go through like
Now
all
my
that footage and like take a look at all that.
At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started.
Yeah, this video's gonna get claimed over this. Chorus everywhere down here. Jack Black can sing, not gonna lie. Yeah, dude. Tenacious D, man. Check that shit out if you haven't. I didn't see Great Team in the trailer. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna see other Spartans. Or at least, not Spartans from that are mainly known from the expanded lore. Like, probably see Spartan 4s. Might see, some members of Osiris, Spartan Palmer. But maybe Blue Team. Not too much beyond that, though. Don't check out Tenacious D if you're under 18. Yeah, that's true. It's very much an 18+ music group. I want to eat mushrooms and play this. That seems like a bad idea and a great idea. The AR is an MA40. Yes, that is correct. I love Tenacious D in freshman year. I think I first discovered Tenacious D probably when I was like 12 or 13.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Games
New
Studios.
Halo Waypoint
And there
article
is just
about
so
Infinite
much
up.
more for
Let's
you
see.
to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest
Evolved.
independent developers, to bring you
Yeah,
the
we'll check all
broadest
this out
variety of
afterwards.
games ever.
Oh, and they got some nice screenshots
There's
of everything.
one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and
Oh, and they got
Xbox
flight
Game
details in
Pass.
here too. Okay, so
If
yeah,
you
we're
are
gonna check all
one
this out
of
after
the
the
more
show.
than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny
look
2
at that.
expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot to look at once all this is done. Once
the light.
Once this is over. You're the best Ian, all hands down. Thank you, man. I don't know that I agree with that, but I'm glad you feel that way.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected
Master Chief
innovations,
being Halo
and
Infinite.
fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox
Gritty is
consoles.
what killed shooters
Thanks,
in the 2000s.
and enjoy.
World premiere.
Infinite needs to be more gritty and not an overly saturated cash grab. Classic Halo was very saturated in its color palette, so I'm all for a more saturated Halo game. Will it be able to render Master Chief's panties in 4K? Jesus. The Phantom didn't look right? No, yeah, because it was basically an upscaled version of the Banshee model from Halo Wars 2, the Vanished Banshee. Which, that looks fine for an RTS, but when you're bringing it into a shooter setting, you gotta redesign it, man. Because it just looks like a giant flying brick. We got spooky stuff going on here. Favorite Spartan 3? That's a good question. Noble Sixth. No. That's tough, honestly. Lucy is probably up there as one of my favorite Spartan 3. She's very interesting. Mark from Gamma Company. Mark 313, I think.
World premiere.
What are we premiering now? Is it Gears? No. Wouldn't that be funny? But it looks like kind of a Metro game, honestly.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigation.
Oh, is this a Warhammer 40k game?
Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive.
It is Warhammer,
to determine
awesome.
the full extent of the unrest.
Are you Do you get to play as an Imperial Guard in this one?
When they make it back.
Oh shit! Tyranids, I'm guessing.
If they make it back.
Yeah, it looks like you get to play as an part of the Imperial Guard. That'll be interesting, especially since they usually stick you with Space Marines. Okay. Oh god, I hope it has co-op. I'm getting that if it has co-op. Nurgle zombies or Gene Steal? Oh yeah, Gene Stealers. That's probably it. I don't know why I thought Tyranids. Sorry. I'm not intimately familiar with 40k lore. I love the series, but I'm not intimately familiar with it. I can almost see his crotch. For the Emperor, indeed. Wear the masks. Hey, when you're at home, you don't need to wear a mask. Okay. That's a Windows logo. Oh, Tetris. Cool. And then all these people die. Is this seriously a trailer for Tetris? What is this? It's seriously a trailer for Tetris. What the hell? Okay.
World premiere.
Steam World, can't say I've heard of that.
Scan's a no-go. Sure you want to drop here?
Oh yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Whoa.
Oh, I like the art direction at least.
Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Vex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
Just gonna suck all that up. This honestly looks pretty cool. I love the music, if nothing else. But honestly, I love everything that I'm seeing so far. Ruh-roh. Oh, that's adorable. I want one. The Gonk. Simple name. I like it though. I like what I'm seeing. Blooper team. No, Bloober team. Bugs next too. Oh god. So yeah, Halo was at the start of the show, so we've already seen Halo.
It all starts with a dead girl.
Blair Witch 2.
The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one. But also a
I'm genuinely intrigued. What is going on?
Not unlike a nightmare. can see both. Worse, I can live them.
Okay.
Hello? Anyone there?
What is this place?
What is this game? Okay. Wow, that's a very M-rated game. Oh god. Death Note. The medium. I'm interested. I'll admit, that looks really
premiere.
cool. Console launch exclusive. Ooh, from Sega. I like the music. Interesting looking world. So what are you? Sonic 3000. Oh, it's some JRPG. The art direction's really cool. I'll say that. And the music, like I said already. Alright, anime protagonist. Let's do this. Unlock your destiny. Combat system looks pretty dope. I wonder if this is a co-op game or not, or if it's single player. Probably single player, but... Oh, Phantasy Star Online too. Okay. Meh. Monster Hunter World, but more anime. I don't know how you do that.
Luis Torres, I've seen your future.
What have we here?
Global risk is scared of the weapon you will become.
Crisis. Crossfire X. Okay.
Destiny chose me to save this world.
Okay.
And I will see it done.
Okay. Wow. Counter-Strike roids.
Blacklist. We make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
Crossfire is free to play multiplayer, or multiplayer is free to play. There's only one multiplayer I care to hear about, and that is Halo.
The entire world will burn, all because of him.
The ghost is here!
These exclusives are neat and same for PS5? Yeah, pretty much. Assuming these ones actually come out, though. Unlike it's Xbox One X when announced, or the Xbox One when announced had some cool exclusives, but
today
I
you
still
saw
lament
10
Scalebound.
world premieres and 22 console
Who
launch
are you?
exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game you have
Sitting
seen
here for
today
Dragon Ball
from
Xenoverse
Xbox
3.
Game Studios and all of our
Ooh, there's
partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup
pretty
of
good.
over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox game studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
Okay, what do we got at the end here?
World premiere.
Halo Infinite multiplayer. No, probably not. We're not going to be that lucky, I don't think. Nope. Did you?
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes and treacherous villains.
Please be Fable.
Fantastical creatures.
That would be kind of cool.
And wondrous places.
I better be able to play as a
where
pixie.
nature and magic
and wield a giant
live
ass
in
sword.
Perfect harmony.
Smurfs the game.
Not all stories have happy endings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yours has yet to
Oh
be
my
written.
god, it is Fable! Oh, yes! Alright, I think they're just gonna get the conclusion video. And I'm gonna go check out some of the articles and whatnot. Oh man. And it's freezing again. Hallelujah. Psycho. Okay. This video is going to get claimed for all this copyrighted music. Holy shit. It says in it. Fable's last year inspected. Stalker 2 and the 40K games are the ones I'm most hyped for. Never been big into Stalker, but 40K looks pretty good. That lag is so strong. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just going to kind of keep this open on the side here. While that's happening, let's go rewatch some stuff. So first, the Step Inside pre-rendered trailer. So this is really... Hold on, I want to see what it said on the side there. What is... Okay. UNSC 25. So kind of planet mining there. Be kind of cool if this were a Damascus facility like in Halo Fall of Reach. Okay. So. Titanium being forged into the various plates. Laser etching, removing it. Or not laser etching, but removing the scale. The slight imperfections. The creation of the
exosuit is now complete.
Mjolnir exosuit. Really interesting technology bringing it all together. Grappling hook.
Even though...
Alright, hold on. Codpiece, all the different pieces.
Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come. I must remind myself.
This looks gorgeous.
Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own.
I'm really wondering what this planet is.
Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction.
I love I have a feeling this is like the pre-rendered prologue to Halo Infinite.
It all means nothing. Until you step inside.
So I'll be honest, the whole become thing and you step inside makes me think they're kind of going to the Shell Chief again, which is a little disappointing. Halsey narrating, Anders on screen. That wasn't Anders. Okay. Well, I did have it queued up separately, but here we go. ESRB got a new logo. Interesting. All right. So yeah, that is an interesting design, but holy shit, does that make me think like this feels like Ori and the Blind Forest kind of a menu. I do like the little birds running around, so hopefully we'll get to see a good amount of wildlife in the final product. They've already kind of hinted at that, but anyway. So 28th May, 2556. I'm trying to remember. I think that's the date from that we found on the Pelican back in E3 2018. Hold on, let me pull that up. All right, I gotta keep this open. Okay, right now the post show's just talking to streamers again, so nothing all that interesting. If they start talking to developers, then we'll jump in on that. If anybody from 343 sits down, I'm going to be interested to hear that. Infinite. Where did I have? Sorry, give me a second, guys. I'm going to try and pull up that Pelican menu image from E3 2018. Oh, here we go. Date. Okay, yeah, see, right out of the first trailer, so May 27th. So this would be the day after, technically. And yeah, 167 days after we lost. Okay, so not the best at math. 167 divided by 30, roughly 5.5 months. So I guess oh wow, so hold on, if Shadows of Reach is set in October of 2558, we basically lost like a month or two after that. Holy shit. We lost, whatever that means. Oh, sorry, I think I have it muted. Okay, hold on.
This is a punishment, right?
Also, I don't know how you can look at that and think the graphics look bad, guys. That's gorgeous.
Yep, this is death.
So there's that new anti-air gun that we saw the Mega Block set of. And I'm guessing when you get to take these down, you go after these... I keep forgetting I have the mouse disappeared. Hold on, let me see if I can bring that back. Output audio... I know there's a way to show the mouse in OBS, and for the life of me, I can't remember. whatever. I'm thinking. Anyway. Okay, but that's a direct hit. That should just kill the Falcon, or not the Falcon, the Pelican instantly.
No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief.
The Banished have to have sided with the Created, no other way, because that means the entire UNSC and Swords of Helio lost. No, they're with something called the Harbinger, which we'll see later. So I don't even know that the Created are still involved.
No! No! You! I can't stand this! Who you are?
Breathe.
No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything.
I love the dynamic between these two.
Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there.
Okay, so he did say condors.
And find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Okay.
Oh, please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Aww.
Okay, big guy.
How would they resolve the Banished? Okay, so there were rumors that there would be something that Halo Infinite would be kind of like a single-shot game like God of War, the recent one. It kind of looks like that's the case. Okay. So this is interesting. So obviously we have the 3 main objectives. So I'm guessing you can which you can kind of choose in any order. We've seen that it's kind of open world. And it looks like we have equipment slots down along the bottom here by the AR. So interesting. Okay, seriously, I gotta figure this out. I know there's a way to turn on. I think I'd have to stop the stream to show my cursor. But yeah, looks like you have like 2 equipment slots down along the bottom here where I'm scrolling by. Is the new AR an old Reach one or just a similar design? Right now, we don't know. It's an AR-40. That's all we know that it's called. Beyond that, though, it's hard to say. Anyway, yeah, cool Banished outpost or tower back there, it looks like. Ooh, little beaver things running around. So, very Halo 4 armor design on the grunt there, but the other ones had something more classic Halo inspired, so a bit of a mix. Nice. UNSC. Okay, and this is the thing that really annoys me. Look at that! Like, I mean, the stuff's all competently made, but Jesus Christ, what is with that Banished Phantom? Like, this is straight out of Halo Wars 2, and not in a good way. Because it looks just as blocky. As I was saying during the stream, you can have that kind of blockiness for an RTS. You kind of need it, because you're looking at everything from so far away, but Jesus Christ. And it's not like, I don't think you can really do anything about that in the time that's left. Ugh. Like, as far as development goes. It's really disappointing. I love the sound of the Warthog if nothing else. And that is a Halo. That is more of a Halo 4 gun shield than people were expecting. Oh, the birds. And here we go. All the different objectives. It's interesting. You look here, you got like some kind of point system, it looks like, by the star, and then the difficulty there. A cannon is controlled by a command console inside a control room. Underneath the cannon, use weapons to hack into the console and destroy them. Interesting. Upgrades and database. Oh my god, database! Are we going to get a codex? Oh, please tell me we're going to get a codex. Please tell me there's a codex. Oh my god. And then what is this wall over here? Holy shit. Okay. Let's keep going. View missions, set waypoints, start mission. Interesting. Alright. I'm hoping that database is like a codex, man. I really hope that's what that is. This jump is sick. Oh, yes! Oh, that is beautiful. So yeah, much more Halo 4. It's kind of a mix of Halo 4 and Halo 5 in terms of the biology. Front Ultra over there, looks like. Okay, try to get it. Look at this elite. Oh my god, that combat rollout, am I right? Okay. So it's definitely a new elite design. Kind of a mix of, it's like a little bit of H2. It's definitely H2A inspired. But it's also a new design. That armor's very new. I'm wondering if these guys are actually banished, though. Okay. So what do we got? We pick up some weapons at some point. Okay. What is it? VK-78 Commando. Tactical Rifle Kinetic. That makes me think that there's going to be a lot of weapons in this. Like, even more than Halo 5. Like, kind of Destiny-style weapon shit. Let's see, though. I like it, at the very least in function. It doesn't feel very Halo, though. Okay, vanished. Like, yeah, tell me those don't look like, oh, what was the enemy in Destiny 2? Under Gaul, what are they called? The Cabal. Tell me those don't look like Cabal. Tell me those don't look like Cabal, right? Why are they screaming at you? Why did those explode? I like that you can shoot the helmets off. That's cool enough. Oh. Pick up fusion coil. What? Hold on. Okay, so we got spikers there. What is that? Drop wall. Okay. So you have different types of equipment. You can pick up fusion coil, though. That's interesting. Can you throw the fusion coil at people? That's going to be interesting. But there's the drop wall. I love that you can run at them like that. Okay. Ravager. Okay, so each one comes with a description of the weapon as you're picking it up. That's interesting. And that seems to be what the new banished gun is. Ravager. Oh, man. And there's that, in the background again, there's that, what everyone's thinking is the Palace of Pain. I don't think it's a Palace of Pain. I think I said that before the show. I think it's just a prominent structure. But I think we're going to go there. That music is gorgeous. Oh, the wildlife. And then there's that. I really hope that gets redesigned, man. It's not likely, but I want it to. Okay, the Ravager looks really cool. The thing they're jumping at you like that. Plasma pistol. That's back. Okay, we're gonna get a new Covenant weapon here. Pulse carbine. Okay, I'm guessing that's our new plasma rifle. Die for the banished, huh? I do not like the new shield visuals on the helm. I like that you can bet that. Okay, wait, hold on. What was that called? I missed it again. Out of ammo. It is a mauler. Oh my god! I was right. Oh god. Oh, okay. Sorry guys. I gotta see this on screen. I gotta see it. Oh, Mangler. Okay, I was wrong. Mangler though. I'm guessing it's a spiritual successor to the mauler though. I love that, man. That is so cool. Wait, did Chief just slide? Hold on a second. Obviously sprints in. Yeah, that looked like a slide. Tell me, what do you guys got to confirm for me on that? Is that a slide? Is Chief sliding? That looks like he's sliding, right? Okay, so it looks like slide is... Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I missed that during the reveal. You actually do throw it. Okay, so that's it. That's awesome. Very Halo 3 inspired gun, or actually Halo Reach inspired gun. Alright, what did they call that? Okay, CQS 48 Bulldog. Okay. I've been waiting for that to be in the Halo for a long time. Doesn't Chief weigh like half a ton? How can any hook carry that? That's a good... Yeah. The mechanics, like the logic of the grappling hook doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, that is some bloody... Anyone wanting Halo to have blood again, look at that. Oh. That's just so much blood. I love that. I feel like there's a bit of an inconsistent... Like, if you grapple onto an elite, though, they should be pulled towards you. Okay, plasma pistol dropped by name. Alright, here we go.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered.
So I'm guessing this is Hyperius. It looks pretty accurate to him, but he doesn't have any helmet on his shoulder, so maybe that happens later in the game.
Hunted, defeated by me.
Why is the UNSC logo the old one? It's not. It's very close to it, but it's not quite. And it's meant to be a different logo.
I wish I could tell you it was difficult. But it wasn't.
I like this guy. Okay, this is what really has me. Okay. I wonder, there's a lot of infinities being mentioned a lot. I'm wondering if those are jump points? Like places Infinity was spotted?
We are one step ahead.
I'm gonna have to go see if I can get into this text at some point. Deceased, though. Jesus.
The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well.
Okay, so he says the auditorium. I wonder if that is that building that we keep seeing prominently. Hold on, I still have the Infinidar. If it's... Oh. I'm wondering if this is the auditorium. We'll see.
The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox.
Alright,
Harbinger and the Banished. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger.
So the Harbinger. Question is that a single individual or is that a group?
The Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox. lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard.
Oh my god, I love him. I love him. I love this guy. I love Hyperius. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. Okay, him itself, I love. I hope that there's. I hope that there's more. What is it? I am drawing a blank again. Jesus Christ. I hope that the created are still in there and that they just really wanted to show off the Banished and introduce this new Harbinger enemy, but his name isn't Hyperius? Okay, so... Well, there are some articles that have been pulled up. Let's see. Okay, so I got the Halo Infinite one here. Hold on, I'm just going to get my stuff rearranged again. Oh, wait, they're talking...
Great. It's good to be with you, Jeff. I wish we were in LA at E3 and celebrating, like you guys were saying.
Aaron Greenberg from Xbox talking about
Halo. So have the show done and everything worked, and it's nice to see fans and partners and everyone reacting pretty positively.
Yeah, no, this was a big moment. I know you and the team worked really hard to to get all the games ready for today under these insane conditions to develop these titles. But let's start off with the shirt that you're wearing and Halo Infinite. We got to see a beautiful kind of story piece and then a real demo of the gameplay of Halo Infinite. And it definitely looks like the team is kind of going back to the roots of Halo, though adding some new things like the grappling hook. Tell us a bit about what did you guys want to communicate with this demo of Halo? We've obviously seen some trailers before, but this was raw gameplay. What do you hope fans took away from this demo?
Yeah, I mean, I think for many people, whether you're new to the franchise or existing fans, I think we all remember the Halo Combat Evolved, and really, this is a spiritual reboot of that. And so how do we kind of take the OG Halo and modernize it? And I think what you've seen is the benefit of things like the Slipstream engine, Halo's take on an open and expansive world, seeing additions with things like the grappling hook. And, it's all Chief all the time. And I think that I think the team at 343 has done a great job
all Chief all the time,
creating the Halo game that I think the world needs right now, and more than anything. And so that's been the focus. We've been anxious to let people see Halo, true gameplay, big campaign.
Yeah, I know it's not Hyperius. You guys have said we'll dive into the article in a moment.
And
I just want to hear what
hard, and we're excited to get this in the hands of fans this holiday.
Yeah, we obviously saw Xbox Series X gameplay on that. One thing that is unique this time is that this Halo game will it will work on your current Xbox. It'll work on your PC. Can you maybe explain sort of like what the team is going to be able to do with Series X with that game that will be sort of take it to the next level beyond sort of it working on the current systems? And I'm sure it's a challenge to make it work across everything, but I know Phil Spencer said it's going to be more PC-like and that it will be optimized for higher powered machines. Tell us maybe a bit about like when you have those 12 teraflops, what the game is going to be able to do that will really show off Series X.
Yeah, I mean, what you're going to see from our first-party teams is that they're developing these games natively for Xbox Series X. So they're going to first focus on getting the most power, the most performance out of that. So this will take full advantage of all the benefits of Series X. You're right, the 12 teraflops, the instant gaming you get from the SSD, the instant switching. You can see the lighting, a lot of the benefits from the engine. So the more expansive worlds, just tons and tons of benefits there. With that said, we want to create a game that Xbox One fans can also play, that PC gamers can also play. And I think as you've seen what Phil outlined in his Player First post recently, is that we want our fans this holiday to be able to play Halo wherever they want to play it. And whenever they're ready to upgrade to next gen, we will give them the Xbox Series X upgrade of Halo Infinite at no additional cost. By the way, if you're a Game Pass member, you get the game at launch, but we're building this game so that if you get it in Game Pass, you can play it on Xbox One, on the PC, and on Series X, and you never get charged more than once for a game, whether you buy it or get it in the subscription.
One thing that's sort of a silly question, but I'm sure some people will wonder, is now that everything's in Game Pass, people love their like collector's editions and things like that for Halo, the Master Chief helmets and whatnot. How are you guys approaching that stuff if all these things are in Game Pass? Will you still have collector's editions, or how will you handle that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we're working with retail partners around the world. There'll be like special steel books and things like that for people that want that. We know there's a fan that wants to buy the game, have the physical disc, and they want to have that steel book, and they want to have something collectible that they can add to their collections. And always loving fans send me tweets with pictures that they've literally from the original Halo. So we will make that available. We also know for a lot of fans, like maybe they wouldn't buy Halo, but if it's included in their Game Pass subscription, they'll try it. We think they're going to love it, and that makes a better experience for everyone. To have more people,
that's actually a very good
multiplayer,
point.
Have more people playing Halo, building
like
a
if
bigger
it's right
community.
there, a lot of people are more likely to try
our internal
it, so.
studios, but also for our third-party partners. So we're going to give people choice in how they play, and of course, we'll still support the physical editions as well.
Awesome. And Chris, studio head, was in there talking about, or head of the game, talking about single player, and multiplayer is obviously going to be a big part of the experience as well. Probably not a ton to share today about that, but the team is obviously kind of focused on both modes in a big way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we really, like you've seen with any big AAA game, if you looked at how we unveiled Gears, last year, like we didn't do it all at once. We're really thoughtful about the right beats. I'd also say this entire show from beginning to end, every person working on the show, every development team on every demo, every asset is all doing this from home. So that's not easy for game development. So I'm just incredibly proud. The team at 343 has done heroics. They're making great progress on the game. What you saw was obviously full playable gameplay of the campaign. We know that's what people want to see first and foremost for Halo, but I've been hands-on with the multiplayer. I've played it along with Phil and other folks. They've got a lot of exciting innovation happening there, and we'll unveil that when the time's right. But today was about campaign and a first look at that open, expansive world, some of the new things like the grappling hook, and it's all Chief all the time, which I think is
okay. A new
definitely
trailer just came. Looks like it
what
just
people
dropped.
wanted
So
to
we'll
hear
check that out in a
confirmation of.
second.
And I saw holiday 2020, so the plan is still that this will launch kind of day and date with Series X for the game?
Yes, our plan is to launch this holiday. We're planning to launch this with Xbox Series X. For folks that don't know, the last time Halo launched with an Xbox was with the original Xbox back in 2001. So, for us, like, we've been very thoughtful about planning the launch of this generation and every approach, every detail, from all the player-first initiatives to having Halo ready to building the world's most powerful console ever made. And so we're feeling really proud about that, and we think we're well positioned for a great holiday for our fans and for our partners.
Nothing new in the trailer.
You talked about
we'll check it out
world's
anyway.
most powerful console. You have a lot of other games.
Okay.
The studios group showcase, as Matt Booty said, lots of world premieres and announcements. One that we should talk about at the end there was a nice.
Okay, so they're talking about other stuff. Let's go back to Infinite. So, just gonna check out the trailer here quickly, and then we'll dive into the article on Waypoint.
Spartan, we thought you dead. Yet here you stand.
Oh, there's the energy sword.
Call you their savior.
Come on.
The Covenant.
All right, hold on. Why is it being so bitchy for me?
Humans, call you their savior.
There we go.
The Covenant.
Oh, there's a major. Nice.
Bear your fangs, Spartan. Fight hard. Die well.
I love this guy, man. I love that you can throw those. That's awesome. Ooh, new grenade type. Okay, so that's interesting. So let's take a look at this article here on Halo Waypoint. Hold on, I want to have this other thing up. In case they start talking about Halo stuff again, I want to have this. I want to have stuff up. Anyway, that's now up, so I can see that. Okay, so what has happened? Game development passion, yada yada yada. Enter the Banished. Campaign demo takes place several hours into the story of Halo Infinite, joining the Master Chief and pilot as their Pelican comes under fire from anti-air encampments. Discovery of the Master Chief floating in space initially brought hope. The situation has gone from bad to worse as they find themselves pursued by the Banished. We introduce a new brute war chief, Escharum, who has led the Banished to victory over the UNSC's forces and taken control of a Halo ring. While Chief is no stranger to battles against the brutes, this is his first time facing the Banished and his most formidable opponent yet. Okay. So yeah, there's the name, Escharum. The new armor looks really interesting. Yeah, it doesn't get any better. That is a thick-ass blade, though. That... Ugh. I could take it or leave it. Narrative team is crafting a story that will be entertaining and exciting for all players, so don't worry if you're new to the Halo universe or have no idea who the Banished are. From the beginning, our vision for Halo Infinite's spiritual reboot was to create a story and experience that's inviting to new players and welcomes them to fall in love with Halo the same way many of us did years ago without prior knowledge. Longtime fans also pick up the continuation of events of Halo 5's Guardians and be rewarded with new mysteries to unravel. That gives me hope that the created will be in there at the very least. A ring to explore. When I first stepped into the Halo ring. Oh yeah, who dropped this? No, doesn't say. With Halo Infinite, we're now able to give players more freedom than ever before exploring a sprawling Halo ring. The demo shows off a small section of the open and expansive world we've crafted. So it does sound like it's an open world game. That's a little disappointing. I didn't want a true open world. I wanted like a hub world that you could maybe explore, and then some large open game spaces. So the scale of the environment accessible to players is several times larger than the last two games combined, with opportunities to discover hidden rewards and assault Banished fortifications in brand new ways. Halo has always been defined by its sandbox. The team is building on the legacy of this iconic sandbox while evolving and infusing it with new offerings. The campaign demo showcases two new pieces of equipment that the Chief will have available on the battlefield: a portable shield and a grappling hook. The drop wall is a fast deploying cover that will be used to fend off enemies or even deflect a grenade, as we saw in the demo. The grapple shot. Oh god, why? Just call it a grappling hook. Why? the grapple shot. Ugh, my god. Okay, opens up a new traversal options while also providing new ways to engage enemies. Get up close and personal by grappling onto an enemy for a satisfying melee. Pull a fusion coil to yourself and throw it. Grapple onto a ledge. Rain fire. New equipment along with various new weapons. Open up more freedom and flexibility for players to showcase their play styles. And yes, these new additions to the sandbox will carry over to multiplayer. However, they'll function differently as equipment items can be picked up on the map. Alright. So it doesn't look like the grapple shot. I can't say that and take it seriously. Oh my god. We might have gotten a Rise of Skywalker here. We better not. No. Freeze the new trailer at 49 seconds. Okay, I don't... What are you seeing at 49 seconds, man? I don't see... Oh, you talking about the BR? Okay. I did miss that. It's nice. Alright, back to this. Welcome to the family. Last year, Discover Hope. With today's campaign demo, we're introducing our second composer. Oh, sorry, here, okay. We got to share some of the incredible music score created by our composer, Curtis Schweitzer. With today's campaign demo, we're excited to introduce our second composer, Gareth Coker. We're huge fans of Gareth, most known for his work on the Ori soundtracks. Oh my god! That's awesome! I loved Ori in the Blind Forest, so that's cool. That had a really amazing soundtrack. Can be heard throughout the campaign, including one of my personal favorites we've referred to internally as Escherum's theme. Gareth joins Curtis with our music supervisor Joel Yarger to bring emotion and richness to the Halo Infinite experience by building on the musical traditions of the franchise. We'd also like to formally introduce two new members of our voice acting family. Our pilot, Nicholas Roye, sorry about that, and War Chief Escherum, played by Darren DePaul. We're thrilled to have Nicholas and Darren. Yeah, probably Darren. I don't know why I said Darren. Darren DePaul. So who is this guy played? He plays Hulk in the new Avengers game. Oh my god, Sam Hayden. Okay. Alright, I'm on board. You got me. Got me with that one. Alright. And then what about Nicholas Roy? I'm probably mispronouncing that last name. Wait. Oh shit, he was in Tower of God. I haven't watched the dub yet, but the series was really good. Looks like he's done a lot. He's very much an anime voice actor. I'm trying to find one that I've seen though. At least I should say I've seen the dub of. Because I've seen Tower of God. That was a really good show, but I haven't watched the dub. Fungo Stray Dogs. I haven't watched the dub of that. Horizon Zero Dawn. A lot of additional voices. I haven't watched Shippuden, and I never will. Okay. I'm not too familiar with him, but, you know, obviously he nailed the pilot. Pilot's really good. Okay. Now entering Slipspace. Infinite has been built entirely with our new Slipspace engine, which is designed from the ground up to serve as the foundation for the entire future of the franchise. The technical enhancements of the Slipspace engine are too extensive to greatly outline here, but one call-out is how we are able to pack it 10 times the processing per pixel, creating the most visually rich game we've ever created. Smart delivery will pull the optimal version to your device. 60 frames per second, 4K. It's all technical stuff. It's going to be Halo Infinite will be available on Windows 10, Xbox Game Pass for PC, Steam, so there you go. In addition to the Series X and Xbox One family. Dedicated team, focus on ensuring Infinite offers the best class, yada yada yada. Okay. Flight plans. This is the interesting stuff. With Halo Infinite, we are committed to building a game partnership with our community, but given the unprecedented challenges this year, we're not quite where we expect it to be in terms of broader public flighting. So I guess some kind of internal flighting has begun, or low scale flighting. While not the full program we had envisioned, we have been working very closely with the community on nearly every facet of the project. From the earliest planning, we were focused on broad feedback about art style, art direction, and story, to actual hands-on playtesting and focus feedback with confidential groups of community representatives over the past 2 years. Halo Infinite being created in partnership with the community. The team is still working and assessing options for broader hands-on opportunities before we launch, and we'll share an update when we can, but this process doesn't stop with the launch. In fact, in many ways, feedback and community flighting will be even more important after launch as we partner together to continually evolve and update the game for the future. More to explore. Okay, so that's not much else to really dig into there. And they're talking about Destiny 2 on the stream, so I don't really care anymore. But this was the interesting one. Somebody linked a whole bunch of IGN articles dropped in this one. Don't expect a Halo 7, at least not through traditional means. Start of the platform for the future. We want Infinite to grow over time versus getting those numbered titles and having all the segmentation we had before. So basically, story campaign DLC confirmed. At least that's what it sounds like. I want Prometheans added to Firefight. I hope we get Firefight. Does not mean that Halo Infinite is a live service game a la Destiny, but it does mean that new story experiences will be told underneath Infinite's umbrella, and Infinite will evolve technically for quite a while. Okay, so not necessarily Destiny, but it's definitely got a Destiny feel. We'll see. Okay, well, there is a lot to digest from today. Holy shit. And wow, 1,500 viewers. Thank you all for stopping by whenever you did. New trailer. Yeah, we watched the new trailer, guys. It's previously in the stream. I think I'm going to cut it off there. It's been almost 3 hours at this point, and I definitely got to start. I got to dive into all these articles that are out. I got to dive into this footage and break it down, and see, just kind of grab everything I can grab in terms of information to put that all into a video for y'all. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Hopefully, one of these years I'll get it right. Go away, Reddit notifications. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this has been Halo Canon.